participation, Serena, so we will start with a written question. Could you please assess your performance tonight?
Um, I think I competed well. You know, I'm just here to continue to compete, so I feel like I did that pretty well, and yeah, it was pretty good.
How would you rate your performance now in a Grand Slam to so many of the other Grand Slams that you've played in? In other words, are you in the position you would like to be in? Are you satisfied with where you are right now?
I feel like every day I'm on a new journey, and in this tournament in particular, in this year, it's just a new journey. So I feel really good. I feel like I'm on that journey and I'm going in the right direction.
Your next opponent, Sloane Stephens. Could you assess her as an opponent?
Well, she's a great competitor. It's an incredibly interesting match because she's actually a U.S. Open champion, and I mean, she's a great player. You can't win a Grand Slam and not be really, 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 really good. So, you know, it's a lot. I have a lot of things that I need to go home and focus on to do to get ready for that.
And on the same thought of Sloane Stephens, two American champions playing at the U.S. Open. Unfortunately, because of the circumstances, no fans. Can you just give us your perspective on that situation?
It's digital fans. It's 2020. I mean, I'm involved in a venture company, Serena Ventures. I'm all about the future. I'm glad we're able to have the Open. So it's really cool that we can have it. So it's so important that, you know, this is just, we don't know what the new normal is going to be. So, you know, it's just good that we can have virtual fans and be able to have sport.
Thank you. Let's go to the video board. Let's go to Ava from the Washington Post. Ava, you are live.
Hi, Serena. Just wondering about your approach when you're playing someone like Sloane, who you've obviously had a number of matches against but haven't faced in a while. Do you go back and kind of brush up on maybe how she's evolved since you last saw her? I mean, I guess how does your preparation change that way?
I know I just got to get ready for the match. It doesn't really change. I mean, I'm always going to be intense. I'm always going to be, you know, who I am on the court. So that's the only thing I can do. And I know only difference is I'm playing such a good player so early. So I have to bring, you know, what I can even more.
Okay. Let us go to Howard from the Associated Press. Howard, you're live.
Hi, Serena. You said on court interview, the only thing holding me back is I get frustrated. And I wanted to ask if you could explain that a little more. What tends to frustrate you during a match? Will it be more about what you're doing, the opponent? Is it sometimes some of each in general? And then I specifically wanted to ask you about tonight and if there was something frustrating you during the match tonight.
So the only thing that gets me flustered is really me, like, because I always feel like if I'm not winning every point, I mean, like, that doesn't make sense, you know? And so I've been going back and looking at, you know, me, and that's not what I normally do. Usually I'm just calm, and I just think with the pressure and everything that I felt like I needed to just be perfect. I always feel like I'm not perfect unless I'm perfect, and that's not a fun way to live your career and live your life. And so it doesn't matter if I lose 20 points in a row now. I just feel like it's okay. Like, it's fine. I'm here and I'm happy, and I get to play tennis after all these years. And so just looking at it that way, so it's nothing really. It's really just me and my mental.
Thank you.
Anything else?
Yes, you are live with Bill from Inside Tennis. Bill, you are live.
Hi, Serena. You sort of answered what I was most interested about, but just talk about your feelings about the process now. Are you feeling joy, or does it feel like a task and a real effort? Just what are your feelings and your happiness about the situation?
Well, I think in general, I always feel joy when I win. But that's also like unrealistic because you can't win every single match every time, and that's kind of the pressure I put on myself. Um, it's just completely unrealistic. So I don't, so I had to like take a step back and just really say, okay, Serena, no matter who you are or what you are, no one has ever done that. I mean, I think Floyd Mayweather did, but dang. um, but so I guess I could have, but no. And then I just think how how I'm so grateful to be out here and how much fun that I have had, and I just needed to just get back into that. And so once I realized that, it was a little bit better. It's been a little bit better.
So is Serena sometimes just a little bit too hard on you?
Yeah, I'm a perfectionist, and I remember when honestly, some of my earliest memories were practicing, doing. I must have been like 2 or 3 or 4, maybe 4, and I was going to school and doing like the alphabet, and it wasn't perfect, and I just stayed up. I just stayed up and I kept erasing it until I got it perfect, and then I would cry, and then I would erase it, and I would redo it, and I remember I woke up the next day and I didn't finish my homework because I kept erasing it, and that's been really the story of my life. And it's so crazy because my daughter does the exact same thing, and I'm like, oh my goodness,
Wow.
like, oh, so yeah, so it is just something that's innate, and I just always have done. And it's like, okay, Serena, stop. Perfection is like only Jesus was perfect, so just stop.
And how's your dad doing?
He's good. He was giving me some tips. He told me some things that I needed to do. So I was like, that's my dad.
Good. Thanks.
Okay, thank you, Bill. Thank you, Serena. Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you.